I'm going to try out some ideas that I've thought of over the past couple days. So the first is, you know how Monica has this poem where it starts with "save me" and it ends with "load me." What is the object of the loading? Well, that would seem like an obvious question. You are loading the saved file. And if you do that, you get this reward. You get a image in your files called happythoughts.png. Now, I have it in my files, even though I didn't do that on my last playthrough. I'm thinking maybe that happens just because once you get to the second pass, it'll appear anyway. It just appears early if you do the save and load. So that got me thinking. So on her analogous poem in the second pass, where it says "save me" at the top and "delete me" at the bottom, I never actually played the original freeware version of DDLC. I've only watched various mini YouTubers and streamers play it. And you could say, well, didn't you record part zero? Yeah, but I don't know if I necessarily consider that playing it, because DDLC is one of those things where if you're not playing it for the first time, are you really playing it? Or you're only seeing it for the first time while you're playing it, are you really playing it? So it kind of got in my head that "delete me" was something to do with deleting Monica, because that's how all those people sort of interpreted it. But if the object of "load me" was the save file, then the object of "delete me" you would think would also be the save file. Now, I believe in the UI for DDLC, there isn't actually a delete function, but I'll check. I wonder if this will not work just because I've ended and reloaded the game so many times previously. Yeah, there's no like space where they could have put a delete button. I'm gonna exit, and I'm going to assume that that last save file is the save file where I saved right after I got that poem, because that was a couple recordings ago. I was trying to see if that would allow me to delete Monica, and I found it didn't, and then I just kind of left the game at that point. I'm going to go into the saves and see if I can delete that. Because, like, why else would the saves be available in the file system? If it's a fake file system, if you couldn't do some sort of sneaky mechanic with them. No. Okay. It was worth a shot. I mean, I could try going back to that, load the previous save and going back to that point and see if it allows me to do it if I do it within short enough time. So, one save ago, I believe this is, we have to skip through this. This is not a poem. Um, a lot of preaching I have to click through. Okay, so we really have to go farther. Great. I have to go through an entire poem. And silly glitchy mechanics. And keep going. Thanks for covering up my skip button. Okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I recognize some of that from somewhere. Yeah, that's in the background music for Takoro in Quest for the Toa. Okay. Save me. Delete. Oh, it is delete her, not delete me. Okay. No. Okay. Well, that was a huge misunderstanding. Well, it'll be recorded anyway. And then let's get out of here. Alright, so you can't actually delete anybody, I presume. And you can't actually delete any saves. Okay. Which makes me wonder why they give you access to the saves. Maybe it's just for realism. What is save 0? There's only 3 saves in the save slots. Maybe that's just a second pass start. Oh, that's the auto save. I see. Okay. The next one, see if there's a clock in any of the pictures. Or on the wall in any of them. No clock in the kitchen? Nope. Clock's in Sayori's room. It's like, I wonder what her alarm is. Maybe she doesn't have one. Maybe that's why she oversleeps. No clocks in the hallway. No clock in the classroom. That's weird. Yeah, that's actually really weird. Okay. No clock in the music room. I guess everybody's expected to have a watch or a phone. Sketches are unlikely to have clocks. Clock in the background. No clocks in this. I haven't actually read any of these. Silly, awesome, yawny, optimistic, really fun. I can't think of a word. Shopping list: milk, eggs, and sticky notes. Cinnamon roll. The stuffed animal that's in her room. Trust yourself. To do: wake up, get ready, and go. We're in this together. Wake up early. You are loved. You can do it. Sayori with that graffiti S to start. Balance. You are my sunshine. Types of poems to try: haiku, sonnet, and acrostic. With a angry face. Does this mean that Sayori's already written an acrostic? I have not seen it in any of the poems. Or she just doesn't like acrostics. Math things: study for quiz, pack snacks, swimsuit, sunscreen, bucket, towel, and floaties. Don't forget to ask Monica about this, whatever this is. Finger snail. Pick doodle of Monica, doodle of Yuri. Okay. Hey, Yuri's muted. Natsuki's on headphones. Monica's on earbuds. Sayori's probably just doing live audio. Which means she's feeding back. Okay, well, that bombed out. I just thought that maybe it'd actually be a clock in the background of a picture. I was particularly, for some reason in my head, thinking that it would be black with red, with like red LED. It'd be digital and it would be black and would have red LED, like not LED, LCD segments. But it doesn't actually appear to be such a thing as a black with LCD with red LCD segments clock in any backgrounds. That was just a figment of my imagination. So both of those things bombed out. Yay! So that means, after all that awkward pausing and silence, I have made no progress at opening 14.txt, no progress at opening ddlc.txt, no progress at opening meetings3.txt, no progress at figuring out why 151, 420, and 545, those are missing. I did actually check and try converting those to timestamps and seeing if any of those as timestamps would open the text files I couldn't open yet. So, like, for example, trying to open all of the unopened text files at time 151, or at time 420, or at time 545. And I can tell you that none of that worked. So, no progress there. My data collected is 90%. I have all of the backgrounds, all of the poems, all but 2 of the CGs, and I'm pretty sure I know what those will come from, so that's not worrisome. All but 4 of the special poems, those are a bit secrets. Those are a bit confusing because some of the special poems, when I get them, they show up in secrets. Some of them don't. And it seems to be the ones that are handwritten do not, but the ones that are typewritten do. So it seems to be just all the typewritten special poems. And I just haven't. It appears that the only way to do that is to play the game through. Maybe have a save file at the beginning of the second pass, and play most of the second pass over and over again. So just kind of farm the second pass until you get all of them. And if I would do that, I wouldn't record it. I would do that off recording and see if they fill in. Got all of the backgrounds. I know they call them picture. Oh yeah, the backgrounds. I call these backgrounds too. I meant by that's desktop backgrounds. They call them wallpapers to distinguish them from the game backgrounds. All but 1 of the sketches, and that might just pop up when I finish the side stories. And all but 3 of the promos. This one says I got it by finishing all the side stories, but the thing is I haven't yet, so I don't know what that said in there. Maybe the trigger is a little bit soon. Now go back to what's that? So that's where the state the game is in. Just finish reading these side stories. Do a bunch more awkward reading. Yes. And I can skip to where I left off. So this was writing the titles of the previous side stories on the chalkboard in chalk. I'm getting really good inspiration for a poem, and this is right after somebody, I presume Monica, took a picture of the other three characters. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. We already unlocked all the poems, so they won't give me any more poems. So we would get to see this poem I know already, right? I think I would like that as well. Awkward silence.
Everyone's looking at me again.
Well, no, you can write poems. You already demonstrated that to Sayori, and Sayori's a black. No.
I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it.
That's okay. You will, because the plot will make that happen, Natsuki. Don't worry, the plot will make it happen. Or do worry, it depends on how you think of it. The four members of the literature club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Oh, poetry on command. This does not work. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance and start writing immediately. Sayori stretches, then does the same. But Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Just move your hand. But you can't say the last word because the antecedent of his doesn't exist in this universe. If the phrase antecedent of a possessive pronoun makes sense. Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into your heart. I guess if there is no his, then it's just reflexive. Her mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. And fades to black. It's like, look for timestamps and things in the credits. Okay, 1 new CG out of 2. Yeah, it seems inspired by Phoenix Wright that someone takes a picture at the end. Stories of Friendship in Literature is probably the new one. You don't see it on recording, but the Steam achievement for finishing all the side stories popped up. Oh, it's just two versions of the same CG, but this one didn't show up in any of the in the game. It just only shows up in the CGs. This solves the mystery of how did Monica take it when to get herself in it when she's the one taking it. It's a selfie. The context didn't make it seem like it was a selfie. Okay, this did not show up. These also did not show up. That is great. Well, let me try to see if I can special poem spam. Can you hear me? Cool. Wow, there's a laughing sound. Okay. See if that showed up in my secrets. Yes, it did. Okay. Three more to go. I already got this one. I guess it does repeat sometimes. Actually, I thought that there was a bug fix in the patch notes that said that that was a bug and they supposedly fixed it. You weren't supposed to be able to get the same one twice. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe they were mistaken. Is this a special poem? Okay. Well, that was not helpful. I can't skip through this, like, opening thing. Yes. Huh. Is it blocking me somehow? I'm gonna go all the way through. So you forget the second special poem. I believe there's 2 per third round. I mean, 2 per second pass. I don't know why I called that third round. That was completely random. It doesn't let me skip this. Let me skip this for some reason. Oh. Dude, two Yuri poems twice in a row on the second pass apparently was new. Okay. That show up. Nope, that didn't. Okay. At least I guess I got all the ones you get on the first. All the 1 of 2s, so I'm gonna see if I can farm on the 2 of 2s. Just go through the poem panic. Okay, gonna save at this point. Because I forgot when the second one comes in. That was gonna be a very Yuri heavy one. Okay, drop a save here. Drop another save. Oh, well, phooey on you. Is it locking me somehow? Are you playing smart game? Being all smart. Okay. Well, my dreams of farming special poems seem to have been denied. Um, it tends to lock you out somehow after a while. But I managed to get one, which leaves me three left. Raises my data collected to 93%. So I still have a lot of work to do on this. I have to figure out how exactly you unlock these remaining three. And how you unlock this sketch. And how you unlock these three remaining promotional paintings. As well as figure out how you open ddlc.txt 14.txt and meeting notes 3.txt. And once I figure out how to do those things, I should be done. So I gotta stop recording immediately